This is the Phase 4 deliverable of the MSIM Final Applied Project. IT Management Services is responsible for operating and/or providing access to facilities for the transmission of voice, data, text, sound, and video. In 2015, telecommunications spending reached $1.4 trillion on the global scale, with approximately $45 billion generated in IT managed services. The telecommunications strategy is subdivided into three categories: telephony, cable and satellite distribution services, and the resale of internet and telecom services. For its part, IT managed services serves as the way forward for telecommunications and invariably the whole of the information technology market by providing a single services management option for an entire array of different IT solutions within a company. One of the biggest collaborations of IT managed services stands to benefit the telecommunications space, as voice and data are two of the largest pieces requiring convergence in the present information technology market. Microsoft, Avaya, Polycom, and ShoreTel lead the industry within the niche markets they service. In order to maintain competitive advantage, top-notch IT managed service providers become necessary in order to ensure that installation, maintenance, and upgrade capability are at highest industry standards. Our SWOT analysis of FIS Global is demonstrative of the largest strengths and weaknesses of the company, as well as an indication of future opportunity and threats to continued success. To their credit, FIS currently possesses the largest market share of managed security. They offer a complete package of IT services and regularly seek out acquisitions of smaller corporations to ensure up-and-coming competition is kept at bay. With that, the amount of FIS merger and acquisitions activity and the subsequent lack of self-sufficiency of the regional teams they acquire create issue for FIS in that they are not able to timely recruit proper technical skill in terms of security and collaboration. Additionally, with the overall growth of focus on IT managed services, especially those within the mid-sized markets, rival companies with higher skill set and smaller budgets are able to underbid and reap a larger share of managed service contracts. FIS is selling a service, and therefore FIS's value is a culmination of technology and labor required to satisfy customers' business requirements. The margin or profit FIS is able to derive is largely determined by how well FIS is able to deliver the services they provide. FIS's current service offerings are largely resident in a saturated market. They do offer additional services in collaboration, IP telephony, and security, but the expansion of their portfolio of offerings is mandatory to remaining relevant in the IT managed services industry. In order to make FIS continually valuable in the future, a concentrated effort in business process and application integration is critical. Additionally, business intelligence is most important to the continued success and expansion of the integrated services market. Applicable understanding and the underrepresentation within the industry serve as FIS's golden ticket to besting competition of larger firms who don't give BI adequate due diligence or don't have the necessary financial resources to acquire top-notch talent. We aspire as Echo Collaboration Incorporated to offer more opportunities for collaborative technologies, particularly by way of voice, CTI and IVR, integrated voice and instant messaging, and web collaboration. Our target demographic will expand to all other verticals outside of financial services. Particularly, we seek to service Fortune 1000 companies, offering them contact and call centers utilizing Microsoft, Cisco, and ShoreTel systems platforms. When we refer to collaboration, we mean the convergence of voice, video, and integrated data to solve business needs. It is Echo Collaboration's ultimate goal to execute multiple work streams in parallel in order to rapidly implement our program. Our milestones are indicated here and include strategy review with stakeholders, our initial draft agreement between FIS and Secure Seed Funding, the capture of our initial seed capital, a detailed staffing plan and contract transitions, and dependency assessment and 24-month execution plan. Our key deliverables include our Articles of Incorporation for Echo Collaboration, finalize business agreements between Echo Collaboration, FIS, and technology vendors, get our sales team and IT management systems in place, and project plans to address customer migrations, ERP implementation, and sales strategy. Echo Collaboration's largest hurdles include the acquisition and/or retention of appropriate talent, ensuring that we maintain FIS customers during the transition, integration between FIS management systems and ECHO collaboration systems, and ensuring that we are able to effectively balance talent acquisition alongside the maintenance of customer satisfaction. The following figure is included as a reference to architecture and logical design guides for the systems and solutions we will be using. Through the layering of the represented architectures and technology, we intend to make ECHO the market leader in telephony, collaboration, and business intelligence. ECHO Collaboration seeks to realize a 100% certification standard of our engineering staff. While the Cisco Certified Internetwork Expert Certification, or CCIE, will be mandatory for our senior level engineers, it will be cost ineffective in terms of salary to acquire this certification out of everyone that we employ. As ECHO Collaboration moves forward and grows, it may be possible to expand the net of those CCIE qualified, but that will have to wait until we are realizing positive revenue and our pre-existing startup debts are paid. With that being said, ECHO Collaboration will require a well-rounded team of engineers with other Cisco certifications relevant to effective collaboration services. The pyramid here shows a 100% certification demand and will be contingent upon the staffing needs and requirements of ECHO Collaboration. ECHO Collaboration's need for certifications does not stop with the Cisco platform. Supplemental applications will also be required to conduct our daily business, and our goal is ensuring that every employee, dependent on position, is 100% certified in those applications. As we begin the transition from FIS structure into ECHO Collaboration Incorporated, there will be a need for full comprehension of knowledge in terms of business process improvement practices within IT services management. As such, ECHO Collaboration staff will need to define their approaches to customer service management and establish appropriate relationships with existing FIS clients who are moving to ECHO Collaboration. Service delivery management will also be required in order to best service the needs of these clients and ensure that customer concerns are addressed and resolved. As ECHO Collaboration expands its client base, customer service agreements will need to be managed and communicated internally to staff so as to ensure ECHO is meeting the needs of new customers. Process training should be managed by ECHO Collaboration's executive staff and should strive to achieve effective communication and understanding between our leadership, stakeholders, and clients. As new employees are brought on to the ECHO team, training should outline the services being offered to customers. Employees need to be training on both face-to-face interactions, as well as training on the technology used for distance management, such as Microsoft Remote Desktop, Cisco WebEx, Citrix GoToMeeting, or any other distance monitoring solutions best suited to the customer's needs. As ECHO Collaborations acquires new talent in the future, human resources management will need to be a consideration so as to ensure our internal employee needs are being met. While PMP certification will not be an initial requirement for our junior level staff, anyone above or aspiring to the role of architect or customer-facing leadership will be required to obtain their PMP. Our most senior management will be accountable for project management responsibilities once ECHO Collaboration gets its feet underneath them in the contract management sphere. Effective process management will become mandatory as more and more contracts come our way, not only for our internal operation, but so that we can effectively and professionally best communicate to our clients what our projects and their corresponding needs and timelines will encapsulate. With regards to financing ECHO's operations, initially FIS will provide ECHO with $3 million in seed capital to fund the new venture. FIS will maintain a 49% equity stake and retain 75% of profit for the first 3 years. This is excluding capital required to operate as outlined for training, systems, and other operational expenses, which is estimated at $740,000 for the first year. The remaining 25% of profit will be held as cash assets for the first 3 years or until the FIS investment is repaid, whichever comes first. ECHO's founders will invest $1 million of their own money and forgo profit sharing for the first 3 years. The initial investment of $4 million will be used to fund operations and all capital investments. We believe that divesting the collaboration practice from FIS to ECHO will have a number of positive benefits not only for our employees and customers, but also for shareholder value. By focusing our efforts on a more confined technology space, we believe that we can increase overall revenue by delivering higher value to our clients. We also believe that, using that same focus, we can reduce overall operating expenses by delivering on projects faster, thus allowing staff to better spread the work across multiple clients, programs, and pre-sale activities. While we are optimistic in our approach, our decisions are based on a 10% year-over-year growth pattern. It is also based on the assumption that our sales team will be able to derive $7.5 million in sales in year one, which is in line with past performance for FIS's collaboration pipeline. We anticipate $2.8 million in managed services, leaving the remaining $5 million to come from non-recurring project service engagements, hardware-software sales, and circuit resale earnings. The initial tactic for Echo will be to continue selling what has worked for FIS. Cisco and ShoreTel telephony and collaboration installations will lead efforts, as these opportunities will come from established current FIS customers and leads from Echo's vendor partners, ShoreTel, Cisco, and Ingram Micro. Once established, Echo will be aggressively pursuing sales opportunities surrounding Microsoft Lync, but we are basing less than 10% of total revenue from this developing pipeline. Throughout our business plan, one of the key risk factors for Echo is staff retention. Considering that our staff is our product, retaining existing staff members is key. We plan to pay competitive wages for our engineering and sales staff. Sales staff will be given a healthy base salary with generous commission structure to ensure performance and longevity. In addition, all delivery personnel will be given a base salary with the option for a 5 to 15% bonus depending on seniority and meeting performance goals. In addition, our lead architect and senior engineers will be involved in the sales process and will also have a commission available for meeting sales goals. Our executive team will initially consist of a single COO and CEO who are industry veterans and will assist in sales and delivery activities for the first year. These compensatory measures will help ensure staff alignment and will allow our organization to remain relatively flat while logistics and workload are determined and a longer-term sales and delivery strategy can be developed. Additionally, our 2 executives will forgo bonuses and commission until such time that the overall revenue target can be met and equitable compensation packages can be developed. Another key assumption is the reuse of existing FIS systems, while Echo will invest in cloud-based ERP and CRM solutions. In order to hit the ground running, FIS will continue to utilize existing FOS systems while client-facing systems such as Remedy and other monitoring tools are purchased, installed, and configured. While it may seem our first-year revenue numbers are aggressive, we believe that they are achievable given FIS's current sales pipeline and the team's proven ability to work together and deliver a high-quality product. The main purpose of monitoring is to ensure we recognize risks and issues early in order to provide corrective action as necessary. As we monitor our progress, it is imperative that we document best practices for historical purposes and issues we can improve upon, while avoiding duplication of the same issues in the future. Monitoring is a continuous process that allows us to measure success and/or failures that will ultimately benefit Echo. We must keep our executive staff and key stakeholders involved. Timeliness measures must be aligned with our project plan to stay on schedule and meet established milestones. Effectiveness measures we need to see focus on revenue actual versus planned, cost variance versus actual budget and profit margin. We want to see a return on investment within the first year. It is vital to measure the customer segment in order to ensure we produce what the customer wants at a price the customer is willing to pay. Before pulling the plug, we want to give ourselves 3 years to make this work unless we run out of capital resources. Our use of big data analytics will increase our potential to thrive in the IT managed services industry. Marketing and finances will be the determining factors in this decision. There are several scenarios in which Echo will need to consider whether it is feasible to continue working or whether the business is no longer viable and pulling the plug on the project makes sense. Finances are the determining factor of if or when we should pull the plug if we do not have enough capital resources to sustain our mission before we see a return on investment. Closely monitoring the metrics in Echo's proposed balanced scorecard will be essential to determine if our product is providing the service and customer satisfaction required to sustain growth and profitability. Demographics review will also play a huge role in determining if Echo is garnering the target audience that will bring in revenue to continue in the industry. Additionally, we will have to monitor the competition to ensure we maintain a competitive advantage. We will know within 3 years of business if we have the customer segment and financial stability to stay the course or pull the plug. Our use of big data analytics will help to increase our efforts to thrive in the IT managed services industry by allowing us near real-time metrics by which to measure our efforts. We feel with upfront investments, our ability to provide unique services, understanding the market, potential for new entrants with their relative threat, and IT managed services industry growth pulling the plug will not be necessary because we will succeed.